Yes, you have to be doing a better job.
Yeah, I can't fix your old computers.
Maybe we just didn't want to talk to you. Deceptive scam artists advertised monthly rates, then billed for the entire year. Well, this one's easy. That's been changed. We now offer monthly subscriptions, so go check it out and subscribe.
This site stinks. It freezes too much. Yeah, I mean, speed is always something that we're trying to work on. When you have large data sets like we have here at AirDNA, it takes a lot to load all that information. And it's something that we're always working on.
AirDNA's estimates are inflated and unrealistic. So I hear comments all the time about our rental estimates. Like, half the comments I see are that they're way too high, half the comments I see that they're way too low, and that we lowball our estimates. So this is something that we track on a regular basis, and generally, like, we're gonna vary above and below. It can really depend on the market, what comps, what type of property you're looking at. And people say that we're both too high and too low, but for most people, we're just right.
Terrible customer service, if you can call it that. I need your help. Your support never answers. It's a fair critique. We recognize that we've been slower on the responses as our business has grown and scaled, but rest assured, we've brought on more agents and more support to make sure these questions don't fall through the cracks and ensure you have what you need to better understand how to utilize AirDNA.
At AirDNA, how did you f up your market split up even worse? No small markets on the map, just all of rural Ohio. What the f are you doing? We intentionally made our markets bigger because markets don't really represent investable areas. Our sub-markets are the intuitive investment areas where a guest is looking to stay when they come to a place. So sometimes that matches a municipality and sometimes it doesn't. And no, it wasn't a bad thing.
Steer clear at all costs. I can only speak about my experience in the Australian market where the data is just not accurate enough to provide any real value. Unless you absolutely have to, do not use this product. So, in the way we actually collect and capture our data, we are agnostic to the country that it's being collected in. So our data is just as good in Australia, the UK, France, Japan, wherever, as it is in the US.
At AirDNA is overpriced garbage good for your Sean for saying it to the world? Well, Sean, this bums me out to hear because we do have a free version where it's an opportunity to trial out to see if AirDNA is right for you and gives you the insights you need before having to make a purchase. And when you do make that purchase, I like to think of it as an investment and not an expense. An investment in a confident decision for oftentimes a quite expensive short-term rental purchase.
The new updates are brutal. It makes a product almost unusable. You can't click on property links that will redirect to actual Airbnb. The mobile site literally doesn't work at all, and you can no longer filter properties in size. Property link's not working. We do keep information about properties that are active currently and properties that were active in the past. So we'll show those properties, and sometimes those properties are no longer active. Historical information that we give you is still valuable though, so you can make educated decisions going forward for those properties. The mobile site doesn't work at all. Mobile's difficult when you're using it on the web. We're working on making it better every single day. I feel like we've come a long way since we launched. You can no longer filter properties in size, etc. Our global filters are universal. I actually feel like our filters are better now than they were before. You can apply them pretty much across the board to any page on the platform and you'll only get tailored information that matches your filter set.
You have a good investment. Folks pile in. Thanks to AirDNA, then poof, bad investment. Imagine an algorithm change or one bad review could wreck your investment. So this is something we've actually tested when I go through and do the best place to invest every year of like, do we see significantly higher growth in like these cities versus like the cities next door? And I've tested it. We don't see actually higher supply growth in these markets that we call out.
Purchased a membership. Wrong level for the information I needed to access. Asked for a refund within an hour and was refused. The product must be pretty terrible if they have to force people into it. This one's fair. Hand up, I am also a serial returner of Amazon goods, so I understand the need to refund products at times. In our case, this is feedback we've heard and we acknowledge it. I promise we're not a Ponzi scheme, we don't want to hoard your money. And if, after using it for a few hours, you don't think it gets you the information you need to make a confident investment decision, we will return your money to you.